my way, and I'll keep out of it.
The custodian suggested. As technicians, we handle threat and post-op.
Let me guess. Looking for
Beginnings
Imogene?
and ends, as it were.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do.
I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to... She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counter... Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Seokguh Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet. Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to...
What is it?
I heard about your running.
No Imogene, I see. Could she be... Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky. Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayu know that you're there on Ryujin. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him. The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, if she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have... Imogene has the potential to do this company a great deal of harm. She knows the consequences of betrayal. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship...
You know how to make a plan for what?
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon. Seems like the prince... Queue for a cup of coffee.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want? No. I can always make time when it comes to an old friend. So, what would be the reason? I may consider Ryujin an ally, but Dalton especially knows I... As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves. I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. And what mutual benefit would that be? Of course. Ryujin's success always pays out when... I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Maybe we can work something out? All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small... Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities. I better not hear about any trouble. Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my... One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get through. I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a... I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major... Now, if you'd care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind, I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question. Well, that was riveting.
Don't you have something better to do?
So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The hotel Bowline. Sleep with us.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Are you kidding? Really? You know, memory isn't what it used to be.
So they checked the cargo hold, and inside was a secret. Huh? What do you want?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I need a drink.
Hope you're a paying customer. You lost, kiddo? Oh, so you're the one getting special treatment. Don't look like much to me. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. Third floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season. That's what I like to hear. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize, unless you consider...
No funny business.
I'm watching you.
I figured our paths would cross sooner or later.
Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the Syndicate here.
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. I know this doesn't look good, but Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least... Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it. What better way to frame someone than to take control of... Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this. Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but you may have noticed that none of your assignments directly... Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt. It's the only scenario that makes sense. Besides, what's my motive? My career is solid at Ryujin. Infinity can't possibly beat my current benefits. Believe me, after having to play double agent, I've learned all of... That's exactly what I've been doing here. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind a desk for years now. I knew she'd miss some. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security... I can't do that. The moment I step in that building, Dalton will lock... Of course you do. Look. If you just bring this slate to Dalton, I'm sure he'll understand, but if I go with you, everything is ruined. It's your choice. Do you want the truth? Or do you just want to be Employee of the Month? I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her... And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
Back off.
Sleep crates for that?
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together. Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out? Oh my. Imogene pointing the finger at Ularu. That would be a... Ularu will want her head when she finds out. Well, she's not wrong. This situation is gonna give Dalton some serious anxiety. At least it sounds like Imogene has it under control. For now. Once you hand that evidence to Dalton, He's gonna scrutinize the hell out of it. And if he's smart, I'll be the... Between the two of us, we'll suss out the truth one way or another.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Is there something I can help you with? Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. Oh, sure. And I just take your word for it. I don't think so. Dalton. You really think I'd believe that? Sorry. That kind of talk... Well, that would be great. If... I've heard enough. Now tell me who your source is. Probably because it sounds like you're only... Now that sounds more like a proposition. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. The only traitor to speak of here is Masako. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you... With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? Well, it seems we're at an impasse now. Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is... I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds... We'll see about...
This deal could be huge.
You're back. And so you did find her, and yet failed to bring her in. I'm looking forward to it. I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate her. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Masako's been focusing on how to deal with I believe her plans rely heavily on you. Just take the elevator down to Risa. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you... Not that I enjoy it, but I wouldn't trust anyone but my...